Welcome back. It's time for Pesto's Test Kitchen at Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta.
Hi, Case.
Here we
Long
are.
time no see, buddy.
This is weird that we're standing at the bar like this.
I know.
Has that ever happened before?
You know, we're standing at the bar because we're in one of my favorite cities, downtown Youngstown.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a city where I've made my home in business, and it's a great city. So many passionate chefs that work down here,
Yeah.
restaurant owners, concert promoters, our President Tressel over at YSU,
That's right.
doing so many great things. New student body housing being built all the time. It's a great city, and people should come down and enjoy it.
They should, and they should come down and enjoy the wines here at Bistro 1907. Behind us is the
Wine wall.
It's the wine wall.
It's
well,
that
100
simple.
different kinds of wine back
With
there.
my
for heaven's sake.
$4,000 ladder.
Yeah. It's nice, though. It's a good ladder.
It's very nice.
Reminds you of the library, doesn't it?
It does.
The
That's why I
Library
put
of
it
Congress. Things are changing as the weather starts to change. Our
Yeah.
palates start to change.
They
It
do.
doesn't just mean the food either.
No. Well, the food and the wine both, and they go hand in hand. You know, you want to start eating more heartier food going into the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, you need the wine that pairs up to it. You know, and with us doing a lot more Italian food on one segment of our menu,
Mm-hmm.
La Famiglia Canzonetta segment, you're going to need some bigger wines to go with that food. Just to hold up to the veal, to hold up to the tomato sauce, the bolognese sauce, all those different things.
Yeah, and they just taste just right with it. So we thought we would put some wines together, kind of put them in segments here.
Sure.
Maybe the lower expensive, which you can get here, and then just kind of work your way up.
Well, you know, not everybody knows a lot about wine, and it's a very intimidating thing, and
Mm-hmm.
we want to we want to educate our guests one guest at a time,
Okay.
one glass at a time. You know, you start off with some lighter reds, and right now we're just drinking our House Merlot.
Okay.
And that's by Canvas, made by Michael Mondavi. So it's
That's a
great. It's
Napa,
light
right?
body. I believe it is Napa.
Okay.
And just very, very simple wine, and that would pretty much pair with anything.
Okay.
It would go great with salmon or pasta, whatever you want it to be, or if you're just sitting at the bar conversing with some new friends.
I always feel weird when I ask for the house wine. Almost like this lady knows that I don't know anything about wine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? In today's time, the house wine, you know, a long time ago, house wine was for just the introductory, somebody that didn't know much about wine.
Okay.
Just give me something that I recognize by name. And that used to be back in the day, Chablis and Burgundy.
That's right.
You know, until a guy named Richard Alberini came to town and changed all that dramatically. And God rest his soul, what a great restaurateur he was. And, you know, he changed everybody's approach to wine and how they viewed wine. And he brought wine out of the closet in the valley. You know, and he really did, and he brought everybody's palate out of the closet. So he really did a great job of doing that. And you know, now there's so many different varietals coming from all over the world. You know, my wife and I go to Mexico quite a bit,
Right.
and the last time we were there, we enjoyed some amazing Mexican wines.
Really?
They're not in the States yet. When they come to the States, I think it's going to be an exciting region for the United States to capture and you know, just enjoy their wines.
Yeah,
and they're not
something
meant for tacos.
I
They're meant
got
for,
it.
you know, sophisticated food.
Oh, very good. All right,
Because
so
some of the bottles were expensive.
we talked about the house wine here. What else? What's
and
our
then we
next?
go on to a little bit more, you know, with the 59 Prime being a Cabernet, and it's actually from France. That's going to be your next level up from just a house pour. It's going to have a lot more complexities to it, a lot more body to it,
Okay.
and it's a little bit, you know, richer in fruit and all those different things. And then, you know, you start to go up to, you know, connoisseur level wines or celebration wines, whatever you want to do. And, you know, when you're talking about Pride or you're talking about Orange Swift, I believe this is Mercury Head right here, and those wines are big, full-bodied. Some of the alcohol contents can go from 14%. I believe this Orange Swift wine, the Mercury Head's at like 15.4. So you probably want to, you know, stay away from a whole bottle of that yourself.
Probably a good
and, you
idea.
know, share that with some friends because Orange Swift's wines are built for not the brave at heart.
We'll sneak up
or
on you.
for the brave at heart.
One more question before
Sure.
we end this segment. It used to be if you were having red meat, you'd have red wine. If
No
you had
rules.
fish, it was white. Have things changed a
No
little
rules.
bit? Okay,
There's
good.
no rules. Whatever you want to drink.
Whatever you like, right?
Yeah, like if I want to drink a red wine with salmon, I'm going to drink a red wine with salmon. You know, am I going to drink a red wine with caviar? Not caviar, but calamari?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's still rules, but it's whatever makes you happy. If you want to drink a white wine with lasagna bolognese, knock your heart out.
Okay, and we have a couple here that this one kind of pairs with some of the stuff
Some
we're
of the
making
Italian
later.
ones, the ripasso is like a baby Amarone, and you know, that'll pair with a lot of the Italian food we have
Okay.
coming up, and we're just so happy because you know, it's my past, it's part of my culture, my family's culture on three sides of the family for a very long time, and you know, I know that there's Italian food in Youngstown, just my family's twist on it.
All right, there you go. We're going to have some of that food that pairs with these wines when we come back. Don't forget, try the wine wall. Different palates, different price points, and different tastes.
And don't
right
be afraid
here.
to ask the bartender or the manager, Anthony, or myself, what you know we would want to pair with your dinner tonight.
There you go. Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta here in downtown Youngstown. back at Pesto's Test Kitchen at Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta.
Hello, Mike Case.
Hi, we did some wines earlier.
We did.
And talked about the different levels of wine that you have
different
here.
varietals, different levels from beginner to intermediate to connoisseur.
Which means they pretty much pair with almost everything we have on the menu.
Whether you buy a $12 bottle of wine or a $120 bottle of wine, you can pair that bottle of wine with Veal Parmesan or the prosciutto, capicola, Genoa salami, or whatever you want to do.
Some of these items are kind of the La Familia inspired items, and some of them are on the permanent menu too.
Yes, they are.
So why don't we just go down the list? Let's start here and just kind of work our way across.
Well, this is our new cheese board, our new cheese and salumi board. I did it after my godfather, my Uncle Pete Cicero, who had an Italian market in Warren, Ohio, at the bottom of the strip, and I only remember going there. Growing up, we went there in Value King, but we went mostly to my Uncle Pete's because Uncle Pete had all the great stuff. We had the stinky Christmas provolone, which you had to have we had it every week, not just for Christmas. Prosciutto, or if you're from Jersey, what do you say? Prosciutto. Or gabagool. And then we have some Genoa salami with some fresh mozzarella and in-house roasted sweet red peppers, stemmed artichokes, and of course my father and my brother's famous hot peppers.
There it is, Papa Canzonetta.
Yes.
A drink after? I didn't know you had this on the menu. I guess I should have known.
What, the tiramisu?
Yeah.
We just brought it back.
Oh, that's not a drink?
No, it's tiramisu.
Oh, in a coffee cup. Who knew?
It's a little coffee inspired with the espresso, with the lady fingers, then you have the mascarpone, and you whip it all together into a happy madness concoction, and it comes out as tiramisu.
That's very cool.
Yes.
What about this one? Not as Italian.
Not as Italian. This is more Indonesian inspired. This is a Indonesian coconut shrimp. It's a tempura battered with black sesame seeds, toasted coconut. On the bottom, it has a charred pineapple salsa or jam on the bottom, and then it has an Indonesian red curry aioli on top.
And that's the orange sauce that you see.
The orange sauce on top, as you see.
Okay, we talked about veal parmesan.
Yeah.
You and I just kind of on the side. This is your take on veal parm.
Well, we took veal parmesan and we just wanted to kick it up just a little bit because Bistro 1907 is so nice, and this goes right into my past. We did it bone-in style. Okay. So we had some milk-fed veal. It's bone-in. We pounded it very thinly, and then we coated in a crumb of a combination of rosemary focaccia crumbs and breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs together. Okay, and then it's topped with our pomodoro sauce. Then it has, instead of mozzarella cheese or provolone cheese, I like really that fontina kind of kick to it. Okay. It's got like a little bit of a deeper kick to it. Yeah. So we put it with a fontina gratin on top, and then of course on the side we served it with a little arugula salad and some penne or rigatoni.
When you order this, does somebody ask you how do you like your veal cooked?
No, not really.
Is there a proper way to cook it?
No, I mean if you were getting a veal chop, you would want to get it probably medium rare to medium. Okay. But most people get it medium or well done. On a veal chop, it's pretty much cooked through because once you pound it out and the breadcrumbs are on there, you cook it and it kind of cooks really, really quickly. Yeah. So it's only about a 3-minute cook.
All right, I'm interested in this, and what wine goes with this, by the way?
Oh gosh, I think I would actually have a beer with that.
Yeah, I know. What do you call this?
That is Korean fried chicken and waffles. So we have Korean fried chicken, which the chicken's marinated in a combination of garlic and ginger and sweet rice wine, rice vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil, and then we black sesame and quick fry it with tempura batter, and then it goes over a buckwheat soba waffle.
I see that.
And then we have some great local honey, which we've infused ginger and pink peppercorns in.
Oh, it's not maple syrup on top?
It's not maple syrup. It's not your everyday fried chicken and waffles.
What's this even called on the menu? Is it chicken
Korean
and waffles?
fried chicken and waffles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we've been talking about this burger, and I know it kind of just looks like a cheeseburger maybe from there, but that's not the case, is it?
It's a take on the Juicy Lucy's from the magnificent Twin Cities, Minneapolis. Okay. So they took two burger patties and they stuffed them full of American cheese.
Yeah, you put them on top of each other.
You put them on top, you give it a little seal, you fry it on both sides, grill it on both sides, and that's your Juicy Lucy. We took it to another level because you know my fondness of both Mexican food, Southwestern food. So we put pepper jack cheese in the middle, and then we put roasted, fire-grilled poblano peppers on top. A little bit of pickled red onion, and it's got a chili lime aioli on it. So really a great take on the Juicy Lucy. And we can't call it a Juicy Lucy.
No, and we didn't. As a matter of fact, we just kind of gave them credit for the idea. And you still have the regular burgers on the menu, right?
Of course, yeah. Our regular smash burgers on the menu, the classic Bistro 1907 burger. And it's phenomenal. I mean, it's just a totally different kind of burger.
Anything special you do with the fries?
They're twice cooked. You know, it's, you know, you want to take, you want to take French fries and you want to twice cook them. First, you want to take them, cut them. You want to get all the starch off of them, and that you can do two ways. You can run it under water and just keep stirring it until the water goes clear, and you'll see the starch come out. Or you can take them, put it in a bucket, fill it up with water, take the fries out, rinse them, and then we take them and put them on sheet trays and dry them, and then we quick fry them for 2.5 minutes at 300, and then they go back into 375 degree oil.
So good. All right, we got about a minute to go.
Sure.
And I want to talk about the wine taste coming up on November 17th.
We're having a great wine taste on the 17th with my dear friend Robert Bartolomucci and Jim Thompson, and we are going to do wines from Frulee, the northeast quadrant of Ohio, and it's really got some unique wines and food. And you know, one of the best things out of that, besides the wine, is they have prosciutto San Daniele, which is a very, very sweet styled prosciutto. They have Montesio cheese, and the wines are just really crisp and bright. The white wines are magnificent. The Merlots are Merlots like you would taste as a big cab from California, or you know, one of the big reds from France. So really a great wine tasting. We have 7 courses. The food is paired perfectly with the wines, and it's going to be an amazing taste. The whole restaurant's going to be for the taste because it's on a Tuesday and we're closed on Tuesdays. So it's going to be a phenomenal time.
All right, then I have 2 questions left. $60 a person if you want to go to the wine taste. It's on a Tuesday night, like you said. How do we get in touch with you guys?
Well, you can get in you can reserve through Mark at Bistro1907.com or Brenda at Bistro1907.com. You can get us on the website, or you can call here at Bistro1907.
All right, and my last question, since you mentioned you're closed on Tuesdays, what days are you open?
We are open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during these difficult times that we're having, but we hope that that's going to be over with as soon as possible.
All right, I can't wait to dig into this.
I know.
What's going to be your number 1 pick?
Come on, man. It would be the veal parm, but second would be the Korean fried chicken and waffles, because you know I love global cuisine, so that's the best way to put it.
Get down here to historic downtown Youngstown, give it a try.
Cheers.